was that? Maybe a 14-footer. I'm not a culvert guy. So anyway, big old culvert, pipe was dropped in, and dirt and sand and rocks were put over the top of it. They moved on, off they went, and that culvert is the access to this airport. And so, you know, when I came in with a 50-foot trailer, and I stopped ahead of it because I was nervous. And I got out, walked it. You know, is this thing going to take my load? And I came on across, and you know, within a day or two, we were moving, you know, loads, tractor trailer loads across this culvert. It's been going on for, you know, weeks. Break. WL with a quick break here.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Okay, sorry to break in. I'm up here in Upper Long Branch Road in Swannanoa, and one of my neighbors just contacted me that lives up a little bit further up the ridge and can see, and they're seeing smoke come up from Petrie Road between Long Branch Road and Summer Haven, and they assume maybe it's someone that's burning brush. But things up here are so extremely dry right now, with all of the hickories and everything down. I think our neighbor is getting a little nervous about fire, and I don't think there's a burn ban. But if someone could maybe, I don't know if N4DIN is listening right now, maybe somebody could just go check on that and make sure that it's, you know, that it's controlled and all that.
Okay, so if anybody from ERC is listening or any emergency personnel, we have a report of someone burning brush on Long Branch in Swannanoa, or on Summers, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to repeat that. Summer Haven in Swannanoa. So if anybody can reach out on that, and any emergency personnel, fire department, or the ERC people, we would greatly appreciate that. This is KC4SFS giving it back to Kahuna. Over.
Yeah, Roger, this is K4SWL one more time. Again, we don't know if this is an out-of-control fire or not. We're just seeing the smoke from it, but it wouldn't hurt for someone just to go check on it, maybe from the Petrie Fire Department or the Swannanoa Fire Department. This is K4SWL. Thank you for the interruption. Sorry about that. No, you folks, you come with that traffic anytime. This is KJ4TPT. Thank you for that. We'll try to find somebody to get out there. I will tell you that right here in my visual range, I can see several fires going. This is people at night trying to stay warm from this area for sure. I don't know what that's the case in other areas, but if y'all remember yesterday, the Herculean effort to get the log splitter out to that location, you know, people are just trying to find ways to stay warm, and it is a real concern here for this area because, you know, we're now 2 weeks of completely dry weather, sunshine, dry weather, low humidity, and so we're cautious about how we're dealing with that. Brink. So on to the culvert. So the culvert is collapsing to the point where we are no longer allowing heavy loads over the culvert. It's gonna, you know, we could take, you know, SUVs and small utility trailers and so forth, probably less than, I would say less than 15,000 right now is going to be able to come over that culvert. So for you folks that are en route, if you're volunteers or you're coming.
Hello for the live chat.
Come on.
Hello to Mauna, Sycamore, and Toilet Tower. This is the emergency net from the devastated Asheville area right now. The debrief from Avery County Airport on the N2GE repeater, Mount Mitchell, North Carolina.
You're doing combat control, go ahead, please. Nothing heard. I must be hearing things. It's all yours. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
This is KJ4 GPT. Sorry about that. A lot of moving parts out here today. So, stand by one. So on the folks that are coming from all directions to come in here and help, absolutely come on and keep coming. We suspect that the culvert repair is going to happen perhaps
Reborn, thanks for the
Sunday.
John 3:36.
No access into the field at this point for anyone for a couple of days. So that's the official word. The unofficial word is we managed to get secretly a dozer through the woods on this side of the culvert here at the airport. We're going to cut a road. As if everybody doesn't have enough going on here, but we know if we don't get that moving, things are going to come to a halt for a couple of days while they repair that culvert. Anyway, plans are in process to try to solve the access problem. But the official one right now is Sunday evening. They're going to start to repair that culvert. The culvert's going to take about 3 days to repair. So for 3 days officially, there will be no in and out of the airport. All right, so hopefully for all the folks that are coming from all over the country, that's one of the most important things that you're looking for is what's going on with that. So that is what's going on with that. It does not mean that there won't be people here. There will going to be a lot of people here on this side of the fence doing work for weeks. So while there may not be access in and out from the culvert, there will be people here at the airport continue to do work. We're going to have power. We've still got our running water, although not potable or drinkable. We got plenty of drinking water here, so the operation's going to continue. We have a lot of work to do. I'm standing here looking out on the ramp right now, and I would say there's, probably 30 tons of stuff that's arrived in the last 12 hours that has got to be, practice staff. So the work continues. Don't think that this is, put on the brakes and everything is stopping. Absolutely not. If anything, we're trying to make some lemonade out of it to take the opportunity to get to what I call Operation Reset, where we are, just trying to turn the chaos into more managed activity while we transition to the local organizations here for a long-time distribution plan. So as a result of our meetings yesterday, we finally have what we think is a pretty good solution for supporting the transition here. We've got a private company called Sentinel. Sentinel's been working operations in the region here. These are paid individuals who are professionals and trained at all kinds of things, from logistics to security, communications, and so forth. They've been running an operation out of Banner Elk, as well as a couple other remote locations, and we're working a transition to that private company, Sentinel, to help come in and take over for where these volunteers are going to leave off here in a couple days. And they will continue to work the same plan that we've developed for the transition into the local community. Only instead of these wore-out volunteers that have been here stuck for a couple of weeks and are absolutely exhausted, we're going to get replaced with a private organization that's going to help take that over and manage the transition process for you. One of our big fears all along, has been, to make sure that we're not just dumping all of this activity onto the local community to where it's just unmanageable and falls apart, because they've got their own, destruction in their lives right now and are fairly maxed out. And so, you can imagine if you're, a local church with his pastor and his wife, and they were, we had a bunch of church representatives here. They just spent the last 8 days shoveling out mud from, from their church. So, there's just no way they're going to be able to take on the responsibility of this logistics activity to get the distribution center to the community, in the next 24 hours. It needs to be a transition over weeks, probably something like 4 to 6 weeks is the goal state for getting the transition, sort of logistical warehouse operation running from the local communities. It's a heavy lift, and it's not going to be easy, but I know the folks here are up for it. They're all committed. They're great people. The key is that we don't overload them and burn them out too fast, or no one gets help the way that they need to. So we're fortunate to have a private organization come in here and take over this operation, and that's our plan going forward. It'll be the next 24 hours that we sit down and work out the details of that, because as you imagine, they've got their own operations that they're running right now. Now we're asking to take over the biggest one that we've set up here at the Avery County Airport. So the folks that are working that transition, we've all got experience in that transition operations to other folks. So we're going to continue to do that over the next 24 hours. And by Sunday evening, we expect to hand over the operation to Sentinel, and then we'll be here for the transition period for a few days before we go home and take care of our own families.
Thanks, CT Gamer, Luana, Toilet, and Reborn.
That's going on at the end of this radio for the volunteers that are coming. It's in the hundreds that are en route as we speak on the road. I'm surprised that my cell phone carrier hasn't cut me off from the blown up phone. But boy, are we looking forward to having you here. These folks are just looking for some relief. And thank goodness it is continued blue skies and sunshine with temperatures, in the 70s, stunning views. We're very, very fortunate. So, for all you volunteers headed this way, we love you. Keep coming. We need the help. Right. KJ4TPT. I'm not going to go through all the lists that we've been running. There's really been no change, probably except for the pallets. I know we've got a couple of backboards coming. So net control, if you could just look through the list that you've been talking through over the last couple of days and just backfill the information when I sign off the needs here. I'll just give the short list. Cold weather gear, it's cold. The temperatures are now in the low 30s. We've got ice here on the ground here this morning. There's one in-person slip and fall. So cold weather gear for these folks here in the mountains. They really need it. Great. equipment, big birds to get places, get things where they need to go. But the smaller bird operation, the small turbines, the small helos that were doing emergency drops into locations, that need to get into like the single household somewhere, those needs have tapered down to a trickle. So I have those assets on standby, but we're not doing constant deployments in that way. We're making a transition just to big lists where they need to get upgrades. So yesterday, also I had put out my phone number for folks in this area of Avery County Airport. Stay within, about 25 miles or so. If you've got a need for some specialty items, some emergency equipment, you need a nurse somewhere, I want you to contact me. So stand by, I'm going to give you the number for it. Okay, my number is 678-571-9319. Again, that is 678-571-9319. I'll ask that you communicate by text because cell phone service here is still, for me, I can't use it unless I'm standing at the end of the runway on top of my truck on one leg. I could get cell phone coverage, but text is what we need. So if you'll just send a text with who you are and what your needs are, I'll communicate with you via text, and that process is working okay. And I've got a great team to hand these items off to, and we'll get supplies where they need to get them. And for those of you at the end of the radio, for our listening office, you know how to get a hold of me, so just keep doing that. It's working. Great. Go ahead. Roger, this is KOSWL again. Can you repeat your text number, please? Yes, that is 678-571-9319. Roger. Roger, 678-571-9319. Thank you very much. KOSWL. So that concludes my update. And again, Nick Control, if you would, at the end of this update, if you would just kind of go through the list of items for cold weather operations that we've been talking about, just to the best that you can, that would be great. So with that, I'll open it up to questions that you have for KJ4GPT at the Avery County Airport. Go ahead with your questions now.
Query from WA4YIZ.
WA4YIZ, go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Been reading the mail. Thanks for all the good work everyone's been doing there. Can I get your call phonetically? And am I correct that you're in the Spruce Pine area?
Call sign is Kilo Juliet 4, Golf Papa Tango. Kilo Juliet 4, Golf Papa Tango. And I am at the Spruce County Airport at Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Over.
QSL. I'm quite familiar with the area. Lived up there for many years. So I just wanted to make sure I had my information right, sir, and appreciate all you're doing. Back to you. Oh, your name again, sir?
Name is Kenneth. If you're coming up here, ask for dinner today, they know how to find me. Over.
QSL. Thank you. Back to you.
Roger, WA4YIZ, thanks for the call. Any other questions for me? Come now, KJ4G. Okay, I copied Oscar India Bravo. I think you're scratchy and weak. Go with your traffic. caller, you're very scratchy and weak. For me, unreadable. Maybe someone else here on the net was able to pick up the traffic. If anyone else was able to decipher that traffic, come now. KJ4GPT.
He was asking if anyone had heard anything about the Cherokee reservation.
KJ4GPT, I have not heard anything on the Cherokee reservation. That hasn't been on my radar at all. Is it something that needs to be? Over. Okay, this KJ4GPT, if other traffic could relay that.
He was just saying that it would be very good if we heard anything, because that is part of the affected area, and they are U.S. citizens, like everybody else. Sir, I have family that lives out in Swain County and Graham County, and they're all okay, and the only way I've contacted them is through Facebook, because I don't have internet here. I have internet when I leave the house, but I don't think they were hit hardly as hard as we were here, and I hope that helps you. KJ4PTN.
Thanks for joining, everybody. This is the
KJ4GPT.
Hurricane Helene recovery efforts.
Yeah, that,
Spruce Pine, North Carolina.
heard anything, but for me, as not surprised by that, you know, my range of visibility here of information spans about 25, 30 miles or so. So, you know, it just wouldn't come to me.
Mount Mitchell, North Carolina.
I would look to other channels for that information. KJ4GPT. Calling it. Go ahead with your comment. This is K4KOB. Looking at the Cherokee website, it says Cherokee, North Carolina is safe and open to all visitors in the wake of Hurricane Helene. KJ4GPT, copy all, good copy. Thanks for that feedback, that's outstanding. KJ4GPT standing by for other questions.
W4 NDK.
W4NDK, go.
Yeah, this is Nate and Charlotte. We have a non-ham coming up with some medical items and other items for delivery from Charlotte, from our church. And he's been in touch with Vicky. He is probably going to ask about roads, etc. He's going to look at Waze and Google Maps. Have there been any kind of updates or anyone coming up there that you can update us on?
Affirmative. So yesterday, we had confirmation all day of successful runs from the north, from the west, and from the south. Over.
Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you for the update.
Roger that. Any other traffic for KJ4GPT? W2KWD. W2KWD. Come on with your traffic.
Yeah, I couldn't quite catch your name. When the other fellow asked if you could repeat that slowly, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, my first name's actually Mike, but that's about the worst name to have in times like this. So my call sign is Kahuna, as in the Hawaiian Kahuna gods. Over.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much. W2KWD.
And I can confirm that if you come here asking for Mike, nothing will happen for you. Over.
I absolutely get that. That is
KJ4 GPT come out. Or URE. Sorry, I stepped on you. Come back again with your call sign. KJ4 URE. I think that was KQ4 URE. Go ahead with your comment. Yes, sir. First of all, I appreciate what you're doing over there. It's not going better. But me and my sister, we grew up over in Baltimore, New York, and we're wondering if there is a point of contact about maybe getting on the volunteer load over that way. I do not have a contact for Newland. I do know that there is a small operation going on in Newland. I think it's at the fire department, and there are some folks there. Over. Roger, Newland Fire Department, sir. I appreciate that very much. And do you know if they have the route open from Rome to Alabama? I do not know. I have not heard that that's been opened, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't necessarily know that. It's really not in my scope of paying attention to. But if there's anyone on me that knows the answer to that question, please come down. This is KJ4 GPT. I would assume that that's a break. Understood. Well, I appreciate your efforts. And y'all have a great week. Stay safe out there. That'd be great. KQ4 URE, you bet. We're happy to help. KJ4 GPT, are there any other questions? Stand by. KJ4 GDK. November 4, KEK, come with your trumpet. Yes, sir. The church I'm at, Fine Branch Baptist Church in Spring Pine, has been overwhelmed and inundated with donations, and we are running out of room. Do you know who I could contact? You know, on the range to get a couple of containers put here on the parking lot? That's a great question. We put the word out a few days ago of some Connex containers to come this way. They are, we really just haven't had good results from that request. I know that there are, I've gotten a few that are coming here, but it hasn't been sort of an overwhelming, hey, here's a bunch of Connexes, where do you want them? Boy, I wish I could find that person because this stuff needs to get undercover and inside before weather hits. Right now there are, literally folks have just got, tarps over everything, trying to protect from the dew and condensation at night. Protect the clothing and boxes and so forth out on our parking lots. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So, definitely we need to keep the word out. If folks have got Connex containers, we'll take 20 and 40 footers, even the even the pods, those little white boxes. If someone's got a method to get a hold of those things and get them transported up here, you can contact me at 678-571-9319. They are high priority items. We need them. KJ4 GPT. Yeah, I would suggest putting KQ4 SSF on that, and she would make it happen. Oh, Miss Lynn. Copy all that?
Okay, Mary, I appreciate that. Yes. Okay, we can take you for SFS. I'm getting to work now for it.
Thank you, ma'am. That's a big lift. And we'll also have the opportunity for box fans. If you've got 53-foot box fans, and you've got the ability to drop them, You know, this is a drop and forget. You know, these things are going to be tied up, you know, through the winter for sure, to store these goods. We've got places for them, places to keep them secure, and we'll take them. So if you've got Connexes, 20 or 40 footers, or 53-foot boxes, box vans you can drop, contact me and we will absolutely arrange to get those things in the right place. KJ4 DPT, standing by for further. KQ4SFF, this is 1014K. I would recommend, if you're calling the port in Savannah, where they have thousands of those containers, and see about getting a convoy of them brought up here. Empty.
Roger, Roger. I know that somebody put out a phone number in Vicky's, she's not available right now, about a place in Gastonia. I was trying to work on that, yesterday, but then I got busy doing something else, as the situation goes. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I know they have a lot of them, and I'll see what I can do. And if I can ask Savannah, what is a 53-foot box fan? Over?
That's the back end of a tractor trailer. So the front end is the tractor, the rear end is the trailer, and those of us that have hauled things in the past, we just call those box vans. So it's not a van in the consumer sense. It's a big trailer. So it's an 18-wheeler trailer that when you open the back door, it's just a big box. So that's the box van. Over.
Contact.
Roger, Roger, I've got to see the last time I hear Victor Alpha November van as opposed to Foxtrot Alpha November fan. I was like, that's a mighty big fan. But I got you now, Fox van, I got you. I just got to have more coffee and clean out the wax. So, yeah, we can work on all that for sure. Over.
Oh, that's great. And the folks in the business, you know, when you tell them, yes, you need a 53-foot box van, they know exactly what that is. KJ4 GPT. Standing by for further. KQ4SFF, you can also check with the port in Charleston, South Carolina. They would have just as many containers, and they'd be able to help us also. Over.
Contact.
Okay, go ahead. I believe there was a break-in for net control. Go ahead.
Yes, Net Control. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Nate in Charlotte. I got the numbers for the box, the shipping containers in the Charlotte area, which would probably be more convenient to get delivered up there. And so I'll give them a call. All State Containers is 704-802-7700. I'll give them a call right now. And then 321 Equipment Company in Gastonia, I think they're closed till Monday. That's 704-867-2317. But stand by, I'll give them a ring. I'll give Allstate Containers in Pineville, North Carolina a call.
Well, Nate, W4 November Delta Kilo in Charlotte. Thank you so much for picking up some weight on that. And Ms. Lynn, I would recommend when an asset like that jumps up, you put him in charge. And so you can continue on with your task. KJ4 GPT standing by for further. Net control. Go ahead.
This is a November 4 Kilo Echo Lima. I'm looking at the Christian Rangers Facebook page here. Somebody had relayed a message from the Mount Mitchell Net Control saying that the Rangers were encouraged to make contact with Net Control to collaborate. They gave the frequency as 195.19. Is that not 145.19?
Affirmative. I would expect that to be the 145.19 or that the Mount Mitchell repeater.
Okay, so I should comment back on this post and tell them it's 145.19 and not 195.19.
Absolutely. That's affirmative. KJ4 GPT.
Okay, thanks. November 4, Kilo Echo Lima out.
KJ4 GPT standing by for further. stand by one.
Go ahead, you can make it go, go ahead.
All right, this is KJ4GPT. We'll be signing off to go to one of my worst things I do, which is go sit in a meeting where I feel like I'm unproductive. But I'm going to head off to try to go through some of these transition meetings to Sentinel and our state leaders. So I'll leave you with a story. And last night it was, I don't know, 9:30 or so, dark, cold. I'm walking around the parking lot trying to figure out how long it's going to take me to get tired and fall asleep. Break. And it's pretty quiet. Everybody's bed down for the night. And here there's hollering for me. There's hollering across the parking lot, which was very unusual for that time of night. You know, gates are all locked up. We've got all guards around. And so I go over and there's this, I would say mid-50s man, about 5'7", obviously Spanish background. He's got his Mexican hat on, and he said, you know, sir, are you familiar? And I said, yes, sir. And in his very Mexican accent, he said, I came here to thank you. Your crew got to my family today with their chainsaws and supplies, and he came down in the middle of the night to thank me. Great. And he said, I just wanted to shake your hand. So, of course, I'm standing there through this fence, we're communicating through this fence, which in the first 5 seconds was the right thing to do, but now obviously this fence is no longer necessary. So I went over and opened up the gate for him and told the guard to stand down, and he came in and he grabbed my hand, and then he put his other hand over mine, and he looked me in the eyes and he said, great. He said, sir, from this day forward, you'll never have to worry if you made a difference. Right? So I brought him over to the crew that was camped out with their trailer and four-wheelers, and they were all wore out, and there was a lot of hugging going on, and I walked off, and I just walked around for a while. So it's just one of those moments of many throughout the day that I hope the folks that are coming here to experience it, and for the folks that are making that happen here on the end of this radio, we really appreciate that. KJ4GPT.
Thank you so very much. That's a lot of information, a wonderful story, and if anybody's wondering what their purpose is in life, sometimes, you don't know you're making a difference, and you might not realize it, or maybe somebody tells you. But, my presentation, those are good stories to hear, and I'm sure it makes all the volunteers, all the people who are donating, all the people who are working, feel a whole lot better and know that they are serving a good cause and truly they have a good purpose. So we do appreciate all of that information. It was a wealth of knowledge and information we had on there. And I want to review real fast, right? Okay, I want to review real fast a lot of the news. I think he said they were getting some backboards, but maybe they still need the backboards. But cold weather gear. It's not too late to get involved. It's not too late to send it. Just because you might not be hearing about it maybe on the news, or there's been other storms and other states that are in need. It's not too late to help out here. We need your help. And they need cold weather gear, they need grills, propane to power those grills. The 2 bottles, some people are using the larger ones, electric generators, for the people, many of the people who are older and that are getting a generator that they can't pull on a generator to start them. So if you can get electric generators, the 3-prong plugs, 30 amp, 50 amp, batteries, AM radios. A lot of times that's their only means of communication. If you send a radio, go ahead and send batteries with that radio. Anything solar, as you know, we have solar this and solar that. Anything solar is good. We have a wealth of knowledge over there at Avery. Such a diverse group of hard-working people. Oh my gosh, these people are working so very hard. And they're tired, but they're still going. And so if they can make things, they can put things together and make it happen. So whatever you can, they can make it work, or not necessarily make it work, but they'll make it all work for the good of the people. So plastic storage containers, large plastic storage containers, personal heaters, electric wires, chainsaws, if you send a chainsaw, just like Vicki said, send a tourniquet, also send maybe the oil that goes with it, that kind of thing. Solar showers, you know, those are always handy to have, especially when they're not getting, you know, it's cold up there, and so solar showers is good. 5-gallon buckets for filtration, dehumidifiers, AEDs, those are the defibrillator electronic devices, I said that correct. They also need chronic meds, also Tylenol, aspirin, laundry detergent. They've got to wash clothes and that type of thing. But that's just some of the things that are needed. Also, they still need volunteers. They need volunteers to jump in and help. Even though they're in the transition mode or getting ready to start transition mode, we need volunteers to jump in and help. Okay, we need volunteers over at Avery, they're working hard. We need volunteers at the churches, they're working hard. Many of the churches need volunteers just to help organize their donations, you know, and get them ready for the people, the people that are coming into the churches to you know, kind of shop around through the donated items. So there's always volunteers needed, so please volunteers keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. You know, even if you can only donate a little bit of time, we need volunteers, so that's very important. Even if you can only donate items, that's very important too. Every little bit helps in this big magnitude of assistance that we have going on. So that being said, I'm going to let the network stay clear for a little bit. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Sierra Foxtrot, net control operating out of the Mount Mitchell repeater on top of Mount Mitchell, right above Craggy Gardens. Thank you for SFS Kilo Quebec 4 Sierra Foxtrot, standing by.
This is K7HB making a call. Kilo 6 India Charlie Tango. Kilo 6 India Charlie Tango. This is K7HB. Copy. 2GE repeater. Negative contact. Thank you, Sierra Foxtrot. Foxtrot K7HB clear.
Roger. Anytime. Have a great day. Get out in the sun and soak up some of the sunshine with some vitamin D. Thank you for SFS, standing by.
This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Go ahead with before November Delta Kilo.
Yes, I've contacted shipped.com, shipped.com, as well as in containeralliance.com. about shipping containers. Put my number in there, as well as Mike's, but my number is the main contact and my email. I hope to hear back from one of these shipping container companies soon. I'll let you know.
Roger, I cannot thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for taking that on and making those phone calls. That is such a huge lift off my shoulders. Although my buddy Jeremy was like, hey, you can do this. He is my friend, so it's okay. That's a big heavy lift off of my shoulders. And just like I've been trying to say, how does an ant eat an elephant one bite at a time, and if everybody can just do one little thing, it is so beneficial, so helpful, and I know those Connex boxes are a major urgent need right now, so thank you again. This is KQ4, SFS 85.
Yeah, we're trying to put things in motion from St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Charlotte, and I've learned that ideas are good, and I try to give ideas to people, but people told me I need to work on things instead of just being an idea man. So trying to get things done, and anyone else that can help me, I would appreciate it. Thanks very much. Whiskey for November Delta Kilo.
Control KST KN4 RGC.
RJC, good evening this morning. I'm glad that you went to call. What you got going on today?
Today I had to come back to Apex today, up near Raleigh. So I'm on Echo Link. I'm going to be coming back up during the week next week. I wanted to ask you, where do you want the pictures, the photos? I haven't been paying attention to what we're doing with photos that we take. Over.
RJC, I heard you loud and clear. You're on Echo Link, and I think you forgot to hit that microphone button. I do that sometimes, and then I'm not hearing what people are saying to me. So anyway, Echo Link makes it a little bit more technical to communicate. I don't just like you don't have a radio just to push the button and talk. The pictures, if you want, you can, if you've got them on your phone, you can text them to me. I'll give you my phone number. I'll shout out my phone number, and you can text them on over, and I'm going to give them to our autumn team or tech team. They're gonna be putting them up. But we have a website, and they will be on that website, which is the, oh my God. I'll put out the website in a minute. I need more coffee. But my phone number for you to text over, if you're ready to copy, is 843-422-8422. Copy?
Copy. 822.
No.
your transmission broke up, but I'll repeat it again. It's 843 422 8422. Repeat. 843 422 8422. I'm imagining your fingers might be a little frozen this morning. You got that phone number, Roger?
Okay, Lynn, I have a good copy on the phone number. I won't repeat it or make you repeat it. With that, I'm paying for it on RGB, standing by.
RJC, thank you so very much. You've been running around from place to place for us, and we cannot thank you enough. You're such a huge asset. You're almost like the emergency Amazon people going from place to place and dropping off and picking up and delivering. So we appreciate all that you've been doing. I know you've been doing a whole lot more than that, but that's just one of the few things you've been doing for us. So we really, really appreciate that. And this is K24SFF standing by.
CIDN disconnected.
KQ4SFF sent out another email to another company. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. And I appreciate everything you're doing. Really appreciate it, Regina. You're great. And are you in the Charlotte area? Are you up in the mountains? Over.
Connected KQ4DDO.
This is Kilo Quebec 40 Foxtrot. Thank you. I am in Boston, South Carolina. It's down here at Hilton Head, about 30 miles north of Savannah, Georgia. I go by Lynn. You can call me Regina, or you can call me Lynn. It doesn't matter. If you call me Regina, it means queen. So I'm just saying, if you call me Regina, you know, I'm just kidding. I like to joke around. But no, I'm in Boston, South Carolina, using Echo Link on a cell phone, running net control. Over.
Okay, Roger that. That's a long way away. I was just wondering. That's why I asked. And I have relatives down in Beaufort, so appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up, Regina. You're doing great. 73, and I'll be standing by to see how we can help. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Roger. We do appreciate your help. And any help that anybody can offer. One little thing. We've got, I think I mentioned it yesterday, a 9-year-old third grader. The father checked in with me last night saying that the third grader's been listening to this net and realized that there was a need and wanted to help and decided that they were going to take up donations of first aid kits and then mail them up to be distributed to the work, to the volunteers, and to the residents because they realized there was a need for help. So every little bit of help does make a difference. This is Kilo Quebec 405 Foxtrot, DN operating net control on the Mount Mitchell repeater. Standing by.
Net control, Kilo Quebec 4, Mike, how about you?
Net control, well.
Good morning, monitor your podcast. We are in an antenna. I was hoping to talk with me just for a minute while we rotate our antenna.
Roger, Roger, go ahead. This is Casey Forrest, standing by.
I appreciate that. We're going to detect where it was. We're a lot clearer, and I understand you're on the echo link from South Carolina. We appreciate you up here. Q4 DDO disconnected. Did KC2YXI.
Net control, go ahead. This is Lynn at Net Control. Is there someone that can relay that message? I couldn't get it all. I'm sure there's somebody out there that heard it much better than me. If someone wouldn't mind to relay that for me, please. Over. Okay, this is Lynn DC4 at Net Control. I think I got the message. We're using all kinds of multiple electronic ways to communicate. I just listened on one of the scanners apps to hear you, and I understand you're needing a phone number as to where these contact boxes should be dropped. Is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna get you that, I would assume Kahuna would be a one point. I also know that, Pine Branch Baptist needs, Connex stuff, if they want a couple of them, they would like to have 2 40-footers. But I'm sure they'll take what they can get, and then I'm sure, Kahuna will take everything that he can get. But there is a church up at Pine Branch in Spruce Pine, I think, too. It's a small church, and they're getting a lot of donations, so they need 2 up there. And of course, Avery Airport, needs a lot. Now, they're not gonna be able to come in for a few days, unless they can come now, today, because, they're getting ready to put the new culvert in, or to make a new road. Copy? Okay, if you can stand by, I've got to listen to your transmission through like Spotify, or not Spotify, Broadcastify, there's a delay. So just if you could hold tight 1 second, please. Ready to copy. The internet phone number is at Avery. So it'll be talked about the Avery, 678-571-9319. 678-571-9319. Copy that other phone number, over.
Repeater.
Okay, now, the other point of contact is Gary. Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. Hold on, let me get. Okay, I've got Gary's phone number. This is Casey Boyd at FNet Control. Gary's phone number is area code 843-505-7547. He only negative, let me give you that number over. It's just those last 4 digits. These are the last 4 digits. 7547. 7547. Hear that?
I have 7547, 7547, 7547. Yourself?
Roger, Roger, that's it. I really do appreciate you taking this on. I can't thank you enough. I'll have to buy you a cup of coffee when I get to meet you one day. This is KQ4 SSS standing by.
Net control, K2JP. Net control, K2JP.
Control, go ahead.
Can you tell me if there is a route for an 18-wheeler to get to the Avery County Airport?
There is a route. I heard that people were coming north, west, and south. However, they are not allowing anything over 15,000 pounds to go into the gate right now. They will divert them because the culvert can't handle that weight right now. The culvert has diminished a bit. I don't think it's a problem. I think they're still gonna accept the donations and they're just gonna divert you. Over?
Okay, where are they diverting to? I have a trailer coming from Pennsylvania with diapers, warm weather clothing, and we were hoping to get them into Avery's County Municipal Airport, but we'll take a different destination.
Break.
Go ahead, Ray.
Driver, this is KJ4GPT. Kilo Julia 4 Golf Papa Tango at the Avery County Airport. I think I heard 18-wheeler into Avery. Can you give me details of what you have inbound over?
Warm weather clothing and diapers.
Okay, understood. Is that in the box van over?
18-wheeler.
Okay, Roger. Stand by one. Frank for KQJB.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, this is N4TIZ Byron. How are you?
I'm fine. We got traffic going on unless you've got something to contribute.
No, I'm checking in from Pensacola. We're right in the middle of it. Down here at Camp Miller. I just heard you on there. Wanted to say hello. Hope you're okay.
Okay, thanks a lot. Let's minimize the chit-chat. Thank you.
This is KJ4GPT. I've got 3 locations here, I think, that are opportunities. So one is Swananoa. Number 2 is down at Newland. But I have not vetted Newland. So just make that a distant third. And the one I would send it to is the Banner House location. Now, I don't specifically have an address for that, but I can tell you my experience has been all these places are small. You can generally, you're in the street and, half mile later you're out of town. So let the driver know if he just heads to Banner House, it'll be pretty obvious when he gets there where he needs to go, or he can figure it out en route. Over.
Okay, I've been to Banner Elk, and I'm just wondering, is there an open route coming from I-77?
If anybody on the net knows of a route from I-77 for a 53-foot box van, please come down. KE4YII, good morning, good to hear you. You got something for us?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Hello, Dean. KE4YII. Yes, from 77 to
been rerouted.
Okay, I'm looking for a route to Banner Elk. That's coming from 77.
Then I would go 77 to 421. All that is clear. I was in Boone just yesterday, and he can get into Boone, go up 194, and through Bosco, it's open. I'm pretty sure from there you can get into Banner Elk, but now once he gets to Banner Elk, it's, he'll have to stop there.
Okay, that would be his destination. Could he come 421 from 77 and then take 105 and then on into Banner Elk?
That's affirmative. I was that way yesterday. When you hit 105, there are some one-lane sections, but it is open to 18-wheelers.
Okay, that's what I need to know then. Thank you. We're going to get this driver directed in there. We're working with Fall Creek Baptist Church. They're sort of a regional distribution point right now, and they're funneling supplies elsewhere right now as they're needed.
All right, thank you, Dean. KE4YII clear.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the information, K2JB.
Yeah, control from Pensacola.
This is that control, go ahead.
This is N4TIZ Byron in Pensacola. I'm at Camp Miller, and I have an update from the fire department. Log splitters have come in via hams, and there's a firewood processor setting up tomorrow at the head of Cattail, so there's going to be a lot of firewood cut. Still need some chainsaws here and some people to man them. Over.
Roger, if I heard you correctly, the log splitter is there via hand, and there's going to be a lot of cutting tomorrow, log splitting. You're going to set it up. I didn't hear the location, but you're going to be setting it up, and you're going to need some chainsaws and some people to work the chainsaws. Is that a Roger?
Roger. Yeah, there's a firewood processor that we set up close to the fire department, just south of that at the head of Cattail Creek Road, where all the debris and trees are. So thanks very much for the splitters, and now we're looking for people to run chainsaws or people with chainsaws to help out here in Pensacola. Just a morning check-in from the old Pensacola School, or now it's known as Camp Miller. And I'm going to get busy back at my place getting some firewood for the cold week, but wanted to give an update on what's going on in Pensacola. Over.
Yes, sir, N4 TIC, Byron, thank you so much for that update. I heard it was pretty cold there. There was ice on the ground last night, so I'm really glad you guys got the log splitter and the processor that we set up. I will be telling people all day that you're going to need people to run chainsaws and to come and bring chainsaws down to Camp Miller with all this log so that we can get this wood cut up and have some firewood for these families because it is cold. We do appreciate your update. I'll be putting this information out, try to get you some volunteers and some more chainsaws. You guys just keep on doing the great things that you're doing, and everybody out there, you guys keep doing the great things that you're doing. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Sierra, Foxtrot, standing by.
Thanks, Lynn, for the help given on net control. And, supplies are rolling in here, just trailer after trailer after trailer. So it's really heartwarming to see everybody helping us out. And I'll try to get back down here after working on some wood and give another update, okay? Thanks so much for now. N4TIZ 73 clear. K4S, if you will.
Let your phone go ahead.
Roger, this is K4S, if you will. I just got a message from a contact that Wave All Church, I think it's Romeo Echo Victor Oscar Asheville. Christopher Van and Bob Kelly are the contacts for that operation. Didn't know if anybody out here had any resources to send their way in terms of a skid steer or a bobcat with forks on it.
Okay, Roger, let me, I'm trying to write as fast as you talking. I'm a southern girl, so I talk slow and I write slow, so I'm still trying to write it down. Let me just make sure I got it right. I didn't get the name of the church, but I did hear that you need a bobcat or a skid steer, and, it's at 399 Beaver Dam Road in Asheville, and I got one of the points of contact was Christopher. But bobcat or skid steer, I think I might know where there's like I don't know if it's a bobcat, but it might be a small bobcat. Let me work on that. I might have a point of contact there to do import KEK. He's got something, but let me check on that for you. In the meantime, please come back with the name of the church. Over.
Roger that. The name of the church is Revel Church. It's Romeo, Echo, Victor, Oscar, Lima. Romeo, Echo, Victor, Oscar, Lima. And it's at 399 Beaver Dam Road. What they really specifically need would be a bobcat or a skid steer, and the important part is that it has forks on it so that they can move some pallets of supplies that they're trying to redistribute. And they're in pretty desperate need of that. Again, the contacts there are Christopher Van, I think you said you already had that, and Bob Kelly.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Roger, I think I got you clear. Rebel Church, Romeo, Echo, Victor, Echo, Lima. And it needs to have forks. So I don't know if this bobcat's gonna work. It needs to have forks in order to move pallets. I had another request for that, and we've still been working on that. But I will put it out. I'll keep putting it out, and I'll try to make some phone calls to see if we can make this happen for you. So if anybody's out there listening right now, we need a bobcat report or a skid steer. You know, these donations are coming in, and we really appreciate the donations coming in. They're still moving out to people. But there's some of them have been palletized on pallets, and they need to move them. People can't literally lift these pallets. So as much as we appreciate these donations, and we do, we also need more help with some bobcats or skid steers. This might be a local help. If there's anybody local listening or anybody that could get in touch with somebody with a bobcat with forks or a skid steer, they need it down in Asheville at the Rebel Church to help move some pallets. Just a little bit of help, so you would really greatly appreciate it. 07405 Foxtrot, stand by.
So this is the area on the map here that we are talking about, right here, Avery County Airport, and also Penrose, North Carolina, Cattail Creek Road. They need log splitter. They have log splitter. They need people with chainsaws to help.
We got the log splitter, we got log processing, now we need people to volunteer to help chop some wood. It's a nice crispy morning, get up, get your exercise, bring your little chainsaw, everybody's welcome to help come up there, chop some wood, make this happen, we need your help. So if you're anywhere close, whether you're hearing me locally, please, try to get up there and help out Camp Miller. If you have any questions, you can call my number, it's been put out there. You can text me, you can get on the net. Anything will work, we just want your help, please. Also, if you're in the local area, we need a bobcat with forks, we need a skid steer, I don't know if pallet jack will help, but we need some help over there with Rebel Church, 399 Beaver Dam Road, to help move some of these pallets of goods so that we can get them moved to where they need to be, to get them out to the people who really need the donation. So if you can help to do that, we would really appreciate your help. So right now, we're really looking for chainsaws and volunteers to run chainsaws. Also, we need a bobcat or a skid steer. So if anybody can make some phone calls and jump on that, we really do appreciate it. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Sierra Foxtrot, net control, standing by.
Net control in 0JJO, Pensacola.
This is net control, go ahead, Pensacola. Oh.
Pensacola, make a log entry, please, that we have had a heavy military presence in this area. Camp Miller, the last several days, they are being deployed out of the county, and so they will not have as many people making deliveries as what they had in the past. We've got a ton of supplies and stuff last night in here, so doing well. I'll call back and also have a supply request that I'll be sending in towards
2GE repeater.
Break, this is KJ4 GPT. Understand you've got a supply request for the field there in Pensacola, over.
That's Roger.
Yes, go ahead and send that via text, and we'll discuss that, over.
Roger, will do. Same as yesterday, and I expect to depart this location at about noon today. More to follow after your return, after your reply.
Okay, copy. We got that goose standing by. We've got other deployment trips, but I've got you now on my radar, and copy on. Standing by for both.
Is there an amateur replacement for me at this location when I leave today at noon?
Negative, but that's on my radar now. KJ4 GPT. Standing by.
Let's see. So you won't have as many deliveries because of the military presence is going to be going away. And then you're going to need a replacement ham radio operator. Let me work on that. I don't know. We'll put it out and I'll work on it and see what the replacement will be. I have you a good force. Can you say that? November 4, Tango, India, Charlie, or Zulu? Over.
Negative. November 0,
Roger, I got you. I know who you are now. Okay, thank you very much. Let me see what I can do on that, and if you're leaving at noon, if I don't talk to you anymore, it's been wonderful. Really appreciate all of your help. I know that you've been doing great, and let me see what I can do to replace that slot, and also we'll keep working on getting the chainsaw people up there to help you guys. This is Kilo Quebec 40 Foxtrot, standing by.
Net control, this is KJ4GPT.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Now, net control for November 0, Julie Oscar, that's Steve. I'm going to take, if you don't mind, I will take over trying to deploy support out there, a replacement for him for today. So I'll go ahead and take that off your plate. Over.
Well, that would be wonderful. That's awesome. I can just sit here and say, you take that and you take that. Anyway, I really appreciate it coming because my brain started going and I'm like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'll go. Anyway, thank you very much. If you don't mind. Thank you very much. If you don't mind taking that, I really do appreciate it. This is Kilo Quebec 40 here, Foxtrot, standing by.
Okay, copy all. This is KJ4GPT at the Avery County Airport. Also, just for folks listening, I know no doubt closed for the airport for air traffic inbound with supplies that have not been scheduled and coordinated. So for the individuals, they know who they are, that are still inbound, absolutely you're coming. So you know who you are. But for folks that have just been randomly coming in with their material, I've no doubt the airport closed for you. So you'll find a place to go. Nashville Airport is a good alternative. We've got special operations here that we're working to deploy other assets here in the region, and we need the airspace for those heavy lifts. So anyway, that's my update for that KJ4GPT entering at the Asheville County Airport.
Roger, did I hear you correctly about Asheville Airport is another option? Over.
Yeah, the pilots that have been basically loading up their airplanes on their own and flying into locations, they know what to do, and they know what they're looking for. So you don't have to worry about that. They get online and look at the airport, and they read the notice, and they'll see what that is. Okay, KJ4GPT back with you. So you don't worry about them. They'll take care of that.
Gotcha. Okay, another thing checked off my list. Okay, this is Kilo Quebec 40 Foxtrot. We're shaking and baking, working and working. Everybody's doing a whole lot of good work today, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you have any news, please feel free to jump on in there and we'll do our best to help you. Kilo Quebec 40 Foxtrot, standing by.
KJ4GPT, standing by.
Sierra Foxtrot, this is Lynn at Control. I just want to remind everybody that the K7HB ERC out of Asheville is needing volunteer radio operators to help, starting at 0700. Volunteer radio operators to help. So if you're not up to cutting with a chainsaw, you can go out and do radio operation. That is at 344 Sweeten Creek Road. 344 Sweeten Creek Road. This is Phil from 4 Sierra Foxtrot, standing by. KG4 YJC, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a truck and trailer that's from Arkansas that is, Kansas City, that is on their way towards Pensacola with supplies. We got some chainsaws in there to do some work, and they're wanting some volunteer work, so can you handle them?
Okay, I heard part of your translation, KG4 YJC, if you can be patient with me. I have to re-listen to your translation on another apparatus, so if you can just hold tight, I'll listen to the whole translation, get the whole story, and reply back. Over.
Anybody know it? Anybody that can't know something?
Okay, I've got, that's a good transmission, KG4 YJC, got a truck and trailer. I think he's coming either out of Arkansas or Kansas City, Kansas, with some chainsaws and some volunteers. My goodness gracious, I didn't know I was so loud. You can hear me out there. But oh yes, we will take your chainsaws and volunteers and all of that. Do you have an estimated time of arrival? Over.
They left Pine Fork and Barnersville just about, I'd say 30 minutes ago. I gave them the directions how to get to Pensacola around the interstate and 197 up. So they should be there. They've also got a bunch of supplies on there. So they should be there within an hour anyway. Anybody else can know?
This is awesome. KG4 YJC. They're going to be there in Pensacola with supplies, chainsaws, and some volunteers to help with the chainsaw cutting. So I know that Pensacola is going to be happy. I just want you to make sure, I hope you've already been in touch. If you haven't been in touch with them, hopefully it'll be a clear route through. If by chance you get stopped don't be alarmed, they're gonna be asking you for a point of contact, and I'm gonna have to ask out for somebody who is a first and last name of a point of contact, so if the person gets stopped going into Pensacola, over.
Gary is one of the gentleman's names. I'm not sure about the last name, but they are from the ones that they're hauling a Toyota on the back of the trailer, along with all the supplies and all like that. It will be a black diesel pickup truck, dual wheel. But that was from Kansas City, Kansas.
Roger, I believe, Derek is the chief there, so yes, it is by chance, any people stop you and, like officials, like police officers or military or something, and ask you, they're really just want to make sure you're legitimate and that kind of thing. So Derek is the chief, you can tell him that, and you should be able to roll on through, and Pensacola's going to welcome you with open arms with all the supplies, and chainsaws and volunteers coming from Arkansas and Kansas City. We really, really appreciate all that. Thank you so much. It takes a village, it takes a state, it takes a few states, it takes a nation to come together and help the people who need these. So thank you again. This is Steel Quebec Fort. Sheriff on Sunshine Drive. Danny Glide.
Hey, nice job, many thanks. And, like I said, they should be arriving over there somewhere within an hour or so, depending on traffic. But anyway, they brought some supplies here in Barnesville, and I sent them to Pensacola. So, thank you a lot. Let's all over together. 73. Kilo Bravo 48, Kilo Papa.
Kilo Bravo 4, Yankee Papa. Are you on an 18-wheeler? If you are, I've got to double check on a bridge to make sure the bridge is good for you. If you'll stand by one. JJ Oscar, can you tell me please if a bridge going over Bowling Street can handle an 18-wheeler over?
Okay, we're going to switch over to calling CQ. I'm going to do it on 20 meters right now. Give you guys an idea of what it's like on HF. Get this off this mic stand. Sorry about the shakiness there. Move the mic over here.
Foxtrot is clear with you, 73. No, Chris, stay back. I just thought I lost you.
Let's see. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use?
We'll see yours in use.
Is the frequency in use? 14.265.5. Frequency in use. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Is that Kilo Bravo Zero Lima Kilo Victor?
Kilo Charlie Zero Lima Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie Zero Lima Kilo Victor.
Okay, Kilo Charlie Zero Lima Kilo Victor. Andrea in Missouri. Roger.
Kilo Tower, you are coming with a beautiful 57, very strong audio here in the state of Missouri. Kilo Tower.
Okay, Andrea, thank you for the 57. Good morning to you. And would you mind giving me a little more audio so I can give you a accurate report? Over.
Okay, that's why I was trying to see you. Okay, the signal report. You make any adjustments.
Okay, Andrea, you are a 55 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Over, over. What kind of antenna? A vertical antenna. Roger, roger. And are you using any power? I see that Ameritron amp you got.
No, I'm not using any power right now. I'm not using any power. I'm just coming straight up with about 100 watts.
Okay, well, you're getting through at 55. I bet if you added some of the power from your amp, you'd probably be at 57 at least. But you're sounding good, Andrea. Nice to make contact with you on the vertical antenna in Missouri from North Carolina.
Okay, so the audio does sound good. Does the audio itself sound okay?
Yes, the audio sounds fine. It sounds fine. It sounds perfect. Thank you for the contact, Andrea.
Well, thank you very much for the audio report. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and good luck calling to you.
Yes, 73, and you can hear your audio on Let's Go Amateur Radio, the YouTube channel. Go Amateur Radio. Go Amateur Radio. 73, Andrea. Good luck to you, 73. Have a nice Saturday morning. QRZ. Push the message memory for message number 1. So we got Missouri in. Well, we got one, North Carolina to Missouri. point to point on the best ad hoc way to communicate in emergency situations. There we go. Whiskey 1, Mike Kilo Charlie. Whiskey 1, Mike Kilo Charlie. Daniel in Connecticut. You're about at 56 here in North Carolina. Yeah, I'm on 142655 to give myself enough room away from the station below me. 142655. Roger.
Okay, Roger, I cleared it off. I thought it was a little off there. So anyway, yeah, sounds fine. Here is Dan, Delta Alpha November Dan, and I'm in Southeast Connecticut, running 100 watts from an FT710 into an NFET.
100 watts in the FT710 into an NFET. It's working well for you.
Well, hey, thanks a lot. What's your name for what?
Name is Nate. November Alpha Tango Echo, and I'm running an FTDX10 100 watts with a homebrew doublet antenna.
Sounds like you're going for 100 watts of a watt. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Grab a couple more contacts. 73, have a great rest of your weekend. Listen to our Mike Kilo Charlie. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Nice to meet you, and you can hear your audio on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. 73.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo CQ. CQ. I heard some stations, but they were down in the noise. The band's really noisy here. CQ from Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Negative copy, and I don't think you're on the frequency. It's 142655. CQ.
Whiskey Romeo 2, Bravo.
Whiskey Romeo 2 Bravo. Joseph, or is it Joe in New Jersey?
Roger. W4, this is W4 NDK, this is W1QB. Joe in northern New Jersey, over.
Roger, Joe. Nice to meet you. And what antenna are you running? Are you running some power?
No, but I was just running about 75 watts to an indoor, an indoor double bazooka in the attic of my condo, over.
Wow, that's really working for you. I guess the band's open between here and New Jersey. Sounded really good here. And nice to make contact with you, Joe. You're on Go Amateur Radio. It's live stream on YouTube.
Comment on my audio, please. I'm trying to have a new microphone here, and I'm just wondering how it's working.
Yeah, it's sounding good. You might be a little bit off frequency. We're on 142655. Roger?
Roger. It's just none of these dials are exactly correct these days. Even with a frequency counter,
Okay, roger that, Joe. You faded down to the noise, so I'll be clear with Whiskey Romeo 2 Bravo. Thanks for the contact. 73s from W4 November Delta Kilo. QRZ? Papa Romeo Oscar? Okay, one station at a time. Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Romeo Oscar, is that correct? Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Romeo Oscar? Okay, I think someone else thought I was coming back to them. All right, is that Andrew in Vermont? Portable in Connecticut, all right. Well, you sound pretty good. You're about at 51 here in North Carolina. Thank you for the 5-9. Nice to make a contact with you. Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Romeo Oscar from Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo 73. QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. We're moving down to 14265. 14265. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. And might not be cooperating right now.
November 2, Tango, November, Quebec.
November 2, Tango November, Quebec. Is that Leonard in New Jersey?
Roger, you're 5-9 New Jersey, over.
Thank you for the 5-9 New Jersey. You're about 56 in North Carolina.
Roger, we've left about 500 watts for a vertical antenna.
500 watts and vertical antennas working well for you. You sound pretty good, and thanks for letting me know what antenna you're running and what power. Sounds pretty good. Sounds real good, Leonard. Nice to meet you, November 2, Tango November, Quebec. If you want to hear your audio, it's on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. Over.
Roger, I'll have to run into the living room to turn it on, but right.
Glad to make contact with you, November 2, Tango November, Quebec. 73.
7-3.
Thanks, Dan. Whiskey 1 Mike, Kilo Charlie. Thank you, Dan, for the comment. QRZ.
Kilo Delta 2 Oscar Hotel Golf.
Wow, booming signal. Stephen, New York. Corning, New York. 5-9, 10 over.
Wow, where's your location?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm just on my little, I'm 95 watts on my little 24-foot wire.
Roger that. Is the wire vertical or is it sloper?
It's actually just a bit of a sloper. I've only got it about 16 feet off the ground.
Well, it's working for you, Steven. You sounded really good. What's your radio? That audio's great. A lot of good bass in it.
Yeah, it's an Icon 7300.
Oh, roger that. That's, of course, it's sounding good. Those all sound good. All right, well, thank you for the contact. If you want to hear your audio, it's on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. Over.
I will check that out. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you for the contact. 73 from Kilo Delta 2, Oscar Hotel Golf. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
73.
QRZ. I heard a November in there. A November, go ahead. November 2 only? November 2. November 2. I heard Latino, November 2? Again, please. It's fading. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to make it out, old man. Please try again a little bit later. I'm sorry. QRZ?
November 1, X-ray, Whiskey Lima.
November 1, X-ray Whiskey Lima. November 1, X-ray Whiskey Lima, 5910 over Jose, North Carolina.
You're 510 plus into Kissimmee, Florida, QSL.
Thanks for Kissimmee, Florida. Are you using any power there?
Negatory, we barely got any, damage from the hurricane. It was supposed to come through here, but for some reason it never came through. Mostly was, just wind, that's all that we got there. QSL.
Yeah, Roger, that's good to hear that you didn't get much damage there. November 1, Whiskey X-ray Lima. You can hear your audio on Go Amateur Radio, by the way. And yeah, I've been on the hurricane frequency on Mount Mitchell, North Carolina, 145, 190 all morning, streaming their recovery efforts. And they're doing pretty well at the Avery County Airport with goods. They're bringing more goods in, and they have personnel, but there's a private company taking over on next weekend. But they are very busy, and they still need help in Spruce Pine, as well as Avery County and Penrose, North Carolina. Roger?
Roger that. I didn't get to see your call signs. I need the call signs.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. QSL?
QSL, thank you for picking me up. 73.
Thank you for the contact, 73. QRZ? I heard a 0 with the tango in it. A 0 with the tango. Band's not in great condition for some reason. Two Whiskey Mike Echo. 2 Whiskey Mike Echo. Kilo Charlie 2 Yankee Mike Echo. Doug in New York, is that correct?
QSL.
Okay, Doug, you're a 5'6", North Carolina. Thank you for upstate New York. What's your antenna and your power?
Yeah, I'm only running 30 watts. Their antenna is just a simple 20-meter dipole running FT710 radio.
Okay, FT710. I'm on FTDX10. Great antenna, the 20-meter dipole. You know, those work great when you got it cut right for the band. And I am running a 40-meter homebrew doublet antenna with homebrew ladder line. Sounded very good, Kilo Charlie 2 Yankee Mike Echo. Check it out on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. I appreciate the contact from Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. 73.
73.
QRZ?
November 3.
November 3. November 3. Maybe you can't hear me. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Sorry guys, we got one-way communication to a lot of the country. I'm mostly getting out to New York and Florida for some reason. The band's not in the best condition, but please bear with me. I'll take a couple more. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Delta 1 Romeo. Kilo Delta 1 Romeo Victor. Okay, thanks for the 5 and 7, Lawrence. You're 51, just barely over the noise from Massachusetts to North Carolina. I appreciate the contact, Lawrence. Do I have your name right? What is your name? Yes, your handle, your name. Larry, QSL. Thank you for the contact, Larry. Kilo Delta 1 Romeo Victor, 73 from Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. You have a great day too, 73. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I'll take one more and I'm going to try a different band. CQ, CQ, CQ. You know, there's just too much noise. I'm going to try a different band, guys. Thanks very much for bearing with me. Sorry, I'll try again later. I'll call CQ another time. And I'm going to try, maybe I'll try 10 meters. Let me see what's open here. This is W4 NDK. It's telling me that 10 meters is open in North America, so I'm going to go to 10. I'm going to 10 meters. 73 all, QRT, and the frequency is back to regular use. See, I don't believe that 10's open, but it says it is. Let's see what we can do. $28,395. I don't hear anyone out here. But if I look on DX Heat, let's see what we have. Got some 12 meters. That's CW. Oh, it's all over the place. POTA 28,350 is the frequency in use. Let's just try this, and if we don't get anyone, we'll try again later. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. Bunch of FT8. That means the bands aren't very good. Just give this a try, you never know. 28. I'm on 28,395. 28,395. 28,395. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Let's try the SDR. See if I can hear myself. Go to Northern Utah, SDR, Web SDR. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. I hear nothing on the SDR. Try calling a couple of times and then see what else is going on up. Try 40 meters. 10 meters is up and probably need a UK SDR to hear it. So I'm getting out to the UK. Thanks very much, WECB 640. We spoke before. Appreciate you being there on the live stream. Let me just not give up right away. So we are calling on 28,395. Sorry about the caps lock, guys. If you see the live chat. So I'm clicking on the message memory number 1, and that has me calling CQ. Push memory. Do you hear me? WECB 640. Heard someone tuning, so maybe they're on the frequency. You know, 10 meters might be open in the UK, but it's not open here. Let me try a UK SDR. Keep calling CQ with the voice message memory. And see if I have any. Nothing. Oh, there's somebody there. Let's see. Let's see. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Thank you for the 5-9. You are about a 52 North Carolina with heavy QSB. You're my first contact to the Arizona QSO party. Number one. Thank you very much for the contact to Charlotte, North Carolina, 7-3. Sorry. Oh man, I can't make it out. Going back to 28,395. Log him. He's in the Arizona QSO party. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. CQ. Look at 12 meters. 12 meters is open. Yeah, a lot of stations on 12 here. So we're going to go to 12. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo.
Okay, 5 foot.
It scared me that. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt.
November Delta Kilowatt.
November, Delta, Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo. Whiskey 4, NDK.
I have number 4, November Kilo, Delta Kilowatt. 4, November Delta Kilowatt. If you are not again, the pressing.
Whiskey 4, Whiskey, Washington 4, November, Delta, Kilowatt.
Roger, Washington 4, November Delta, Nate. I have Nate in looking. 55, Nate.
Okay, roger that. You're also 55 in North Carolina. I need your call, please.
Hotel Bravo 9, India, Yankee, Switzerland.
Oh, yes, from Switzerland, Edward. Thank you for the contact, Edward. Thank you for calling CQ 73.
Up and down, the band up and down. I have some QSB that I can copy very well, the band is twice, and I can copy the small Iowa, Illinois.
Switzerland.
Thank you, Nate, for the contact. Thank you, Sylvain. W4, November Delta Kilo, Hotel Bravo 9, India Yankee, over.
Yes, thank you for the contact, Edouard. Thank you so much. Sound pretty good there. The band is a little noisy, but at least we're making it. 8 Hotel Bravo 9, India Yankee 73 from Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
All okay, Nate. 73, thank you. Okay, towards that, Hotel Bravo 9, India Yankee.
Oh, you heard me in Switzerland. North Carolina, Switzerland. Who's this guy here? Let's see him. 24962. I have a headache. Sorry, I keep rubbing my forehead. Is this frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, is the frequency in use? Let's try this. 24968. CQ, CQ, CQ. On 12 meters, CQ 12 meters. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Twenty-four 968. Let me post this out here. Switch over just to the emergency note on Mount Mitchell here because this is pretty important stuff that's going on right now.
Okay, are you sending a request to Avery? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I wanted to determine if Torch has 1 pound propane cylinders available. I realize it may be difficult to get a response, so I just put in a request for it. That control WG5D. Roger, if it's
the little green, I think, 1 or 2 pound propane tanks. We do have some here that they can take. Probably not a whole lot, but there are some on the ground over. Okay, I'll go ahead and put in a supply request towards send the supply he has available of the small green 1 pound propane. And at control, if you would also please record the supply request number 2 for the day for 10 million.
This Roger on request number 2 for Cat Miller, of 1 pound propane tank. Got that down in the log and we're good to go. Seal for that 40 Foxtrot, standing by.
They've not necessarily been recording what I request, but just that a request was made. And I'm copying Vicky on the details of the request, so we have a record of that. And 0JJO. Control, also my request for replacement at noon today was sent directly to GPT by text message, and the email is heard on the air as well. And 0JJO.
Roger, I got that. Also on the air with the request for replacement. And I'm gonna try to get in touch with them to see what the status is of that. I know you're gonna be heading out pretty soon. And so I'm gonna try to reach out to him and see. I know he's pretty busy, but I'll see what the status is on that replacement. So this is safety for us at that same time. For safety for us at that over. For TPT, I realize that you're probably very, very busy running around. Maybe you're within earshot, and I just wanted to ask if there was any update on replacement for N0JJO for a ham operator at Camp Miller. They definitely need that replacement, and he is leaving at noon today. If you could just give me an update whenever you have an opportunity, no rush on that, but just let me know when you have an opportunity. Kilo Quebec 4, Sierra Foxtrot, standing by.
2GE repair.
It's an N2GE repeater. November 2 Golf Echo. Hey, we're good. Let's see if we can get some contacts.
Compass. Okay, request complete XM Norway 59233. The number again, sir. I'll get you the number 7, directly contact, which is Sugar Charlie 7, Delta X-ray. Sierra Charlie 7, Delta X-ray contact.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo.
Again, the whiskey station.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo.
Whiskey 4 again.
November Delta Kilowatt. November Delta Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilowatt. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. QSL Mats, you are number 2. Number 2. It's Sweden. Sierra Japan 2 Whiskey. Sweden. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Another Sweden.
Whiskey 5 radio, Don. I just drew it out and then... Whiskey 6, Sierra Delta, Mike 5 times, Papa November Lima.
Okay.
After that, it's Pinal County, but Pinellas is in Florida. It's a little different from here. Okay, thank you, 7-3 for very much. 7-2. Whiskey 6, Sierra Delta, Mike. Whiskey 7, Fox, Yankee, Whiskey. Arizona 2 so far. Whiskey 6, Sierra Delta, Mike.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Foxtrot Lima, thank you. Hopefully you're doing okay after the flood, Robert.
QSL, we're good. 73, give up.
Thank you. 7-3 you. Yours, Ed.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Tango Yankee.
November 5, Foxtrot Tango, Yankee 5-9, Charlie, November Officer.
Roger. The call sign is November 5, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, and you're 5-9, Mississippi, Mike Sugar.
Got it. November 5, Fox Tango, Yankee, 5-9, Arizona. Charlie, November Officer, Mike
73, good luck.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Wow, QSB means fade.
Last letter again.
Got your fuel all fixed, probably with you. Mike, find out about it. Joy County here, Tango Oscar. Take the floor, you get 73.
Whiskey 7 Romeo Delta for the Cuba party.
Kilo 7, something, Foxtrot.
Whiskey 7.
Just a second here.
Or, myself, Charlie 0. Kilo Charlie 7, Charlie something Fox, is that right? Roger that, Dr. Came up. Kilo Charlie 0, Delta Mike, 5, Dr. Thank you for contact. Secretary, Whiskey 7 Radio Delta.
Whiskey 4, November, Delta, Kilo.
Whiskey Echo 5, District 5, 9, Torrey County.
All right, thanks for joining the live stream, guys. I'm going to shut it down.